and the high today is going to be 25. And according to the Channel 3 here, Monday and Tuesday we're going to have snow. So we'll have to see what happens with that, Jim. I've been up all night. I've been chasing a mouse, Jim. I got a mouse. Good heavens. I'm surprised we haven't had any before. It's been so darn cold. But this is one of these mice that you put a trap out, they eat the peanut butter off it, and then they scoot away. I don't know what to do with that quite yet, but we're having fun with this little guy. WB8VMW. Let me say top of the morning to the whole crew, and get my day started here. I'll be in and out for the net. WB8VMW, AC8AT.
All righty, John. Well, I'll tell you, now, when I worked in my garage, I had this little mouse, and whenever I started welding and everything in one end of the shop, I could see him running across the floor at the other end, and I took some of that field corn. I put out a couple kernels of it, and he'd snatch it up, and he'd go hide it someplace. So I broke it in half and laid it out there. The next day I come in, and the cob was there, but all the corn was gone. I'd done that a couple days, and I could not get in my head where he was hiding all of that corn. I was looking all over. And then one day I got into my sandblaster to clean up a part, and in my gloves, big rubber gloves, I probably had 2 pounds of corn. That little critter had got up, went inside my sandblaster, went through the hole into the glove, dropped in the corn, then he come back out and was looking for more. They're smart little critters. But, I didn't have the heart to set a trap for him. All righty, John, you take care. All righty, now it is time for John, N8YMY. I didn't forget you this morning, John. How's everything going down there in Canton? WB8VMW.
WB8VMW. I thought you had me on probation Saturday. I thought I did something wrong again. Had to go stick my nose in the corner. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. It's just a Monday. We got some basketball this week. We got boys on Tuesday, girls on Wednesday, and then the girls on Saturday. So we're going to scrub the floor down today and put a little polish, nice shine to it. And I'm sure that by the end of the day, with everybody bringing their feet into it, and a little bit of salt that's out there on them sidewalks, it'll look like crap again. So we'll probably do it again tomorrow. But that's what I'm doing today, Jim. Trying to stay warm and trying to stay busy. So have a great day, and we will talk to you in the morning. N8YMY.
All righty, John. Well, I didn't treat you like a stepson this morning, so good deal. All righty, well, on down the list. I want to say good morning now that school's back in and everything. KE8OWX. Say good morning to Thomas on his way to Grandma's house. So, Thomas, keep both feet on the steering wheel. Take care of the kids. I'm going to go on down to Tom now. So, you take care. WAAGXX, WB8VMW. Morning, Tom.
Good weekend, Jim. Hope the porch works out good for you today, and you get some more time in there than usual. Yeah, have a good one, and enjoy the day. WBVMW, WAGXX. All
righty, Tom. Well, chance I get. You know, if I see the sun shining through the windows and I'm on the couch there, if it stays bright enough, long enough, well, then I get up and I go outside, check the thermometer, and if it's up in, say, anywhere in the 50s, I can sit over in the corner and sit in the direct sunshine, and that is nice and warm. All righty, Tom, you take care. If you got to work today, be careful. All righty, now it's time for Middle Mark. K4OG WB8VMW. Yeah, got your email and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna study on that, and that might be one we can put in the box for the R&D lab when it starts getting up. But I'm gonna study a little bit more. I got a couple more I want to compare it with. But I still got my eye. I got the NFED. You know, I got it ready for the R&D lab, and I just might have to make this one here up. But I don't know about going full. You know, with two of them. It doesn't show two of them stacked to take. You know, the full wattage. I've never stacked them before, but that's a learning curve. We got spring coming. Got a lot of time. WB8VMW. Good morning, Mark.
W8WKY.
WB8VMW, K4OG here. Good morning, Jim and everyone. Well, Jim, yeah, we got to test what you already made, that's for sure. We're going to have fun doing that. It's just something I'm throwing out there, pondering. And, Jim, we're synced up. I'm at the second red light from the coffee mill only because the company has installed a time clock, a punch card. That's the first time in my career I've ever had to clock in. Now I kind of understand why some people like to drive a whole lot faster than me. Because apparently if you're late 3 times and a quarter, well, you get a demerit for each time. And then past 3, I guess it leads to something more severe. Oh, my goodness. I'm glad I'm at the downslope of my career, Jim. Never thought I'd have to punch a time clock. Something to pick on me about. K4OG, back to Jim.
Yep. Well, my last job out there in Wadsworth, of course, my brother, he ran the place, so I was like on salary because, you know, he just paid me for my 40 hours. And, well, I was always there more than 40. But if I wasn't there, I was doing something work-related, so they had no problem. All righty. Yep, give me something to think about. We'll check around, and when R&D lab opens up, yeah, we'll load up a truckload of stuff and get it done. Okay, Mark, take care. All righty, we'll try Southern Mark, KE8SFS, WB8VMW. Have you got your television in your bedroom yet, watching Highway to Heaven there, Mark?
No, I don't. Not yet. I got no way to get it in here. But that, it'll take too much room. And this bed is pretty big. And but out of that, don't okay and everything. And Millimart, they don't have punch cards no more to punch in. They got a plastic card now that they do it. You know, that is scan it and that's it. They ain't had punch cards in a long time. They're obsolete now. And, but anyhow, don't okay and everything, Jim. And it's 3 degrees right here, and it's going to be sunny today. Going to get up to 25. So you might have porch time today, you know. And with that, I got not too much to say, so I'm going to give that to you. I hope you and Judy had a good day today, and sir, sir.
All righty, Mark. Well, very good. Everything going good for you? That's great. No problems? Then when the spring comes, you won't have a whole bunch of stuff. But having to stay in the house all day, that sucks. You know, you get cabin fever. All righty, Mark. You take care, and now we'll go to the other Mark. KC8 FQV WB8 BMW. Good morning, Mark.
Well, good morning, Jim. Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, you're getting extended light hours today. Yeah, it's been light out a lot of the night. Yeah, early sunrise. Pre-sunrise, I guess. Yeah, John down there at the, he's going to be buffing floors. You have to wash them up first, get the salt picked off. Well, he'll run the Zamboni across them. He'll Zamboni them, and then he'll buff them. Yeah, I know all about that, John. Yeah, and yeah, that carpet. I remember we had a carpet at school, and that guy, he would take, and it took him about a week to clean that carpet, because when he started with that shampoo, it looked like it was foaming white. That salt came out of that rug, and it didn't come out for a while. Yeah, that salt can be nasty stuff in carpets. Yeah, it's better on a hard floor. You know, even though it tears the wax up. Yeah, you scrub it down, you throw that spray buff on it, and you do it. Then you might get a chance to get a weekend where you get a day or two where they're off the floor. And that is very difficult with sports, because them coaches, they want the kids in there practicing all the time. So then you try to put a cold wax on here or there and buff it and get it back looking good. But yeah, I know what you do. I did that long enough. But everything else is going here good. I gotta go get another jump drive. I'm gonna get a terabyte or 128 drive, because this phone is full. So I'll have to get a terabyte drive or something and get it off and get some other storage going here. So we'll send it back your way, Jim. KCFQV.
Alrighty, Mark. Alrighty, you take care. All right, we got to run along here. KE8, HNK, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Elmer. What's new in the coupe division or in a roundhouse?
KE8, HNK Mobile. Not much. Back to our usual routine. Taking the boy to school here. In the line to get in the driveway. So I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. Everybody stay blessed. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to H&K, back over to WB8 BMW.
All righty, Elmer. Well, keep both feet on the steering wheel and don't try to jump the line there. You know, you don't want to get no argument going there. All righty. We'll say good morning to Craig. AAHCT WB8 BMW. Good morning, Craig.
WB8 BMW. Good morning, Jim. It's a nice brisk morning out there. I had just a little below zero, and the moon was gorgeous. Yesterday, Sunday, the moon set was phenomenal. But no, it's cold out there, but the thing of it is we're kind of getting used to it, and we go forward and get out and get around and do what we have to do. Good morning to all the barometer netters, or the pre-barometer netters, and I hope you all have a safe day. And it's the beginning of a new week and a new month, so there you have it. Take care of yourself, be well, and enjoy. We're in February already. That means that get through this month, and March is coming, and that looks like we might actually even see spring. So take care, one and all. Jim, as always, thank you for doing what you do. We love hearing you in the morning. A8CT, back to WB8 VMW 73s, my friend, and we will talk to you down the log. Be well.
All righty, Craig. Well, you take care also, and yeah, I love this here warm weather coming so I can spend more time on the porch. All righty, well, we'll see how Randy's doing this morning. Maybe Darla's feeding the dogs in the kitchen. He got nobody. KDA, CFH, WB8, BMW. Hope your daughter's doing good, though, Randy, even if you don't have no dogs in your lap.
KD8 ZSH. Good morning, Jim. Well, my daughter's doing pretty good. She's still sleeping. My wife's she's already finished breakfast. I got 2 dogs in my lap holding me down, so I'm feeling nice and toasty right now. The only problem with feeling nice and toasty sometimes is I'll fall asleep, but that's another story. Hope you and your wife are staying safe and staying warm, and hope everybody has a great week. Back to you, Jim.
All righty, Randy. You take care. Yeah, nice to have a couple little warming bricks in your lap there. All righty, well, we'll see what the critter report is. We might have some warm weather coming, and I don't know if they're going to compete with Punxsutawney, whatever or not. KA8, MNT, WB8, BMW. We got any Punxsutawney's down there?
WB8 VMW, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Jim. Everybody else that's on there so far. Well, let's see. The critters around here have been kind of poking their head out and running around a little bit, but not much. It's been cold. Too cold out there for them, I think. But when the sun's out, they kind of scurry around just a little bit and hop back in their holes. That kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, that groundhog rodent over in Pennsylvania. For my granddaughter's 21st birthday, they have been over there since Saturday, and they'll be coming home after he sees his shadow again today. But I guess they're having a good time. There's been a lot of pictures and stuff, so they're looking at a big critter over there and having some fun. But around here, it's just normal. So with that, I'll turn everything back over to you, Jim. This is KA8MNT returning back to WB8 VMW.
All righty, Tom. Well, now, if one of them there critters sticks his head out and he sees his shadow, you let us know tomorrow if he thinks it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter or early spring or something. We'll get our own report from our critters. All righty. Now, let me see. We'll go to the JAXs up there in Jacksonville, Florida. I think it's a little cold down there. Let me see. Monday, we're going to try for the pretty one this morning. KAJAXWB8 BMW. Good morning, Jacksonville.
Well, good morning there, Jim, and everyone on the pre-net. This is K8JAX, and Yeah, it's a little chilly down here in Jacksonville. We had a cold weekend. Went down to, I think, like 22 or something yesterday morning, and we lost our power for 4 hours, so that was a little cold for a while. Anyway, we had that same beautiful moon that Craig was talking about overhead, so it looks really pretty, and we have 30 degrees this morning. We're headed up to the mid-50s, so it's going to warm up a little bit, and you will have 2 minutes and 15 seconds more daylight today, so it's looking up there, Jim. I'll turn it back to you. Say hello to Judy. This is K8JAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All righty, Wendy. Well, you thank Rod for giving us a little bit more time there. I know he's not the one, the big hand, but I know he helps. So you tell him. And K9LUCY, and of course the kids, and Missy, unless she's out running around some other country somewhere, you tell her we said hi if she ever gets back. The only thing she can do is go into space now, I guess. All righty. I know it, Bill. I got to get out. I've got to keep moving on before I tell a lie. All righty. Let me see now. Who are we? We're going to see if Ray is connected yet. K5CFY WB8 VMW. Yeah, maybe he's not connected this morning. They said he wasn't connected this morning. Alrighty, we got 5 minutes, so we'll drop on down to LJ. KB8 LJ WB8 VMW.
WB8 VMW from KB8LJ. Yeah, I'm just kind of waking up here this morning and figuring out what I got to do on the next few days here. I'm going to be plenty busy because I'm going to have to poke my head up a little bit more and get out of my critter hole and see what's going on out there in the world because well, I went for close to 2 weeks, never opening the door of the house except to get the mail out of the mailbox on the days that the letter carrier was able to fight his or her way through the snow and deliver the mail. So I will probably go to the Norris luncheon tomorrow, and I don't have any excuse for not going because the streets and roads are clear, and if I were in a little better shape, I'd walk there rather than drive. It's a little bit far to walk, but it'd be good exercise if I were up to doing it. So this is KB8LJ, back to net.
All righty, LJ. Well, I got to get down to Mark and Sarah here. I sort of misstepped here. I should have got you in a little earlier. WB6, BJN, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Jim. Yeah, I was in the middle of doing some weather, and I didn't know whether you called me or what. So I at the same time you turned it over to me, I said, hey, I'm here. Anyway, good morning to you. Sarah and I are doing good. I will not be here definitely tomorrow. I've got to prepare for a procedure today, so tomorrow I won't be there. As a matter of fact, I won't even do in prayer tomorrow because I'll be preparing for that. I go in tomorrow for a procedure, so wish me luck on that. Currently 30.24.9 on the barometer, and it is steady. It's been falling, though. 25.5 and 18 on the dew point, and you know what? It is not in the teens this morning. It is warming up, and we'll have some good news on that later. on the wind, and it's variable right now. And no rain, no snow, and actually dew point is 17.8. So, but looks like some good changes on the way for everybody. We'll talk about that later. Back to you there, Jim. WB6BJN in Clarksville, Tennessee.
All righty, Mark. Well, John is probably still copy of the mail. He'll put you on the prayer list, and we'll put you on our private one. We have a few good marks, and so our prayers go up pretty good sometimes. Sometimes they don't go quite as high as they should. But anyway, we try. So we'll try, Mark. All righty. Well, now we'll turn this here mess that I've made up to Dave and see if he can straighten it out. In fact, I'm talking on his dime now. NT8D WB8 BMW. Good morning, Dave. Everything with you and Meg this morning. We're listening.
W8WKY.
Good morning there, Jim. It is a nice, balmy -6 degrees here in Copley. Let me go ahead and fire this puppy up. I'll get right back to you. CQ for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz, where we have a PL tone of 114.8. This is a control net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic must go through net control, though emergency and priority traffic are welcome to break in at any time. This is November Tango 8 Delta, NT8D. Dave, your net control operator for this Monday morning. On the early bird list, I have SLG 8AT YMY GXX 4OG SFS FQV HNK 8CT ZSH MNT, the JAXs 8LJ and BJN. We'll get you guys here in a minute too. Good morning, Jim. I hope you had a fun and safe weekend.
Well, it was a safe weekend, and when you get up in the morning and your bones creak and pop so loud that it wakes up your mate, that means you're getting old. So as long as they keep popping and cracking and squeaking and everything, I'll know I'm getting vertical, so I'm okay. So, okay, well, I'll turn it over to you. I didn't make too much of a mess, and Bill is listening, and I didn't tell too many lies. So he won't condemn me too bad there. So Dave, we'll turn it over to you. You can straighten out the mess, and I hope everybody that goes out dresses for it and is careful. If you're on the road, be careful. Just stay healthy and stay safe. Back to Ned. Good Lord willing, we'll be here again to agitate, irritate, educate tomorrow.
All right there, Jim. Thanks for getting everybody started this morning. I do appreciate it on such a cold Monday morning. Looking forward to testing out some of these antennas once the weather warms up. A little chilly out there to be playing antennas. Probably a good day to build one, though. Hi. Or hang one up. All right. Thanks again, Jim. We'll get you next Monday. We'll listen for you all week long. Before I get to the early bird list, let me go ahead and get my mobiles, short times, in and outs. Say good morning to you guys. Please call now.
Hey, Victor, Mike Mobile.
This is Kilo, Julia, 5, Delta, India, Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
KE8 OWX, Kilo Echo 8, Oscar with the X-ray, mobile.
Kilo, Golf, Delta, 10-3 KGD mobile, Asheville County.
Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Golf.
Mobile, in and out.
Whiskey 8, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Stu, Chardon, Ohio, Mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8HAG, Tim, Mobile, I'll be in and out.
Go ahead and pick it up.
X-ray Echo, in and out, John in Cleveland.
Let me make sure I've got it. That last one, X-ray Echo, John in Cleveland. I stepped on it. Come on back with your call, please.
November 8, Quebec X-ray Echo, John in Cleveland. Good morning.
I got you there, John. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll tell you who we added. We got VMM, DIT, OWX, KGD, CBG, STU, POE, HAG, and QXE, KD8HAG, and WHCBG. Thank you very much for your in and outs. Let me make sure I get the mobiles in here first. KD8 VMM, you're up, and then Tom OWX, you're next.
Hey, morning, Dave, everybody in the net. -5 at my QTH. So clear skies yesterday too. It was a nice looking sky. And not much going on, just heading to Medina to do a job. Roads are clear, they're in good shape, so and pretty safe on the road, I guess. So don't have any traffic report for you. So have a good one. It's supposed to be, I think, up to 20 today. So 8 VMM, and I'll be clear.
All right there. Thanks a lot for helping me get started there. I do appreciate it, Brian. You take care of yourself. Happy Monday to you, and be safe this week. Tom, KE8OWX, Mobile, good morning. Happy Monday over to you.
Hey, good morning, Dave. We're doing just fine. Big old full moon out this morning with 0 clouds in the sky. So it's pretty bright. Other than that, traffic seems normal. We're just making our way along, sipping our coffee. Turn it back to you. KE8OWX, back to net control.
All right there, Tom. Be safe. Hopefully the roads are dry, and you guys know you have some light to drive by. So be careful and have yourself a wonderful start to your week. Let me get Stu Mobile, W8STU. Good morning, Stu. Happy Monday.
Good morning, everyone on the net this morning. Happy Monday. Oh, boy. I was actually off sick Thursday and Friday. Actually, Thursday I left work at about 1. I just wasn't feeling right, so I took off and didn't go in Friday. I had a doctor's appointment Friday afternoon and chatted with her for a while. She said you might have had a touch of the flu or something, but I actually feel a lot better today. Feel rather spry, and she did up my blood pressure medication. I guess the upper number, I can't remember the name of it, but it's still a little too high. It was 158, so that was a little concerning to her. So maybe I lose a little weight. Maybe that'll help. Even though I'm not really obese, but break time. Anyways, today's pension payday. That means by the end of the day I'll be broke. Always got to pay bills. But with that, I hope everybody has a great week. Hope I'll be back here tomorrow. And with that, I'll say 33, Big A8 to the ladies, and until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to net control. The bless to you.
All right there, Stu. Well, glad you're feeling better. And it's good to know, it's good to see it coming and check out early so you can get better faster. So hopefully you have a good, safe week and everything goes smoothly for you. You take care of yourself and have yourself a wonderful Monday. All right, let's go to Matt in Arkadelphia there, KJ5DIT, and then we'll pick up N3KGD next.
This is Mac. Good morning. It's a quiet one for me. The children are all still asleep. He canceled school again, which caused my wife to roll her eyes back. She was not happy. She wants them to go back to school. But they're worried about the ice still on the roads in different places, so we will work with it. Looking for a good day. I'm going to try to put together a potato shooter, and hopefully as soon as it warms up a little bit, I'll get a play with it. Hope you have a good morning. Right now it's around 28 degrees. Supposed to get up somewhere in the 60s today. See how that goes. Oh, my Daniel's waking up. He's kind of halfway awake and halfway asleep. That's okay. We'll see how that all goes. But anyway, good morning, y'all. 73.
All right, well, you have a great start to your week with the grandkids. I'm sure they'll wake up and start bouncing on you any minute. Happy Monday to you. We'll catch you next Monday. Let's go to N3KGD. Do I have your call right? I'm not sure if I did scribble it correctly. And let me know if I didn't.
Net control, good morning. That you do have the call sign correct, November 3, Kilo Golf Delta. Name here is Nick, November India, Charlie Kilo. Starting to become a regular check-in in the mornings. Temperature gauge is all over the place. We went from -8 to 1, now we're at 4. Just making our way on I-90 eastbound in Ashtabula County, getting out of work from Jefferson and heading back home to Erie. I'll say, hope everyone has a good week. Stay warm, and we'll send it back to that. NTAT on 3KGD. Good morning.
All right, Nick, thanks a lot. We got you, and I'll put you on my get you on the personal log here as well. I keep a list of everybody I've talked to on the Barometer Net over the years. And make sure we get you on there. Make it easy to look up if I get only a partial call. So you be safe out on the road, and we'll listen for you throughout the week. Let's go to KF6POE. Christian, good morning, and then we'll get you on.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo, Christian and Bath. Excited to have the day off, which means chores. But I'm going to squeeze a few fun things in here. Maybe play some musical instruments and read and do a few self-fulfilling things. So that should be good. Yesterday was deceiving. I wanted to play, I think I'm just getting used to the fact that it's going to be cold because now when it's 6 degrees outside, I go, hey, this isn't too bad. It's warmed up. It's totally skewed my my thermometer. So hope everybody has a magnificent Monday, and I'll pass it back to Net Control 73s. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth.
All right, Christian, very good, very good. Nice to catch you on a Monday morning. Looking at my local ambient weather station here, we've gone up from -6 to -5.8 degrees in Copley. John, NAQXE, good morning to you. Happy Monday, and then I'll start getting to the early bird list.
Quebec X-Ray Echo. The only thing I got this morning for everybody is a website. A lot of people probably have heard it, but some people haven't. The website is haminfo. And it's Tango, Echo, Tango, Romeo, Alpha, November, Zulu.com. It's the amateur radio license map. Great website to check out who's where and who's around you. Back over to Net.
All right there, John. Thanks a lot. Sounds like a good resource. Thanks for sharing with everybody. And I'll try to check that out this week if I get a chance here. All right, let me get to the people who I think may be mobile or short-time portable here out of the early bird list. Let me start with Elmer, KE8HNK. I believe you're mobile, maybe down by the rail yard. All right, we'll circle back. Tom, WA8GXX. You might have to get off to work, and then we'll get the Jaxes.
Morning, Dave. Yeah, getting ready to head out. You have a good one. Keep warm. Although looks pretty nice today. Once it starts warming up. Have a good one. Thanks for being there. NTAD WAGXX.
All right, glad we caught you there, Tom. You have a safe start to your week, and we'll listen for you throughout the week. Take care. Usually catch you in the mornings when I'm waking up and trying to fall back to sleep, and you guys are yakking 5:36 in the morning. Hi. K8JAX, WAJAX. Good morning, folks. See, I hear you guys got a little bit of our cold weather.
Well, good morning there, Dave, and everyone on the net. This is KAJAX, and WAJAX is ahead of me waving with K9LUCY, her tail's wagging around. And, yeah, we did get a little bit of that cold weather, not as cold as you have, but we have 30 degrees this morning, and we're headed up to around 55 today, somewhere around there. And we have 8-foot seas up. Bird this morning here around our pond. I don't know. It was really big. I don't know if it might be that great blue heron or some sort of a big egret, sort of a gray blue. Big old guy, and he just flew off not too long ago. So a lot of interesting things, new things to see down here. Anyway, I hope you and all the rest have a great day there, Dave. This is KAJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
Roger, thanks. Well, I'm sure that the average Floridian, if it gets below freezing, is like when it gets below zero up here. And, yeah, it might have been a heron down there. I'm not sure. I imagine they would get that far south. I think they're one of my favorite birds. They remind me of dinosaurs. So, you guys stay safe, stay warm. I'm waiting for it to warm up around here. It's just been too dang cold. You guys take care of yourselves. We'll listen for you throughout the week. Let's see here. Let me try to get Craig in here, in and out, and then I'm going to get up to just Nick in case so he can go back to sleep here. AAHCT, good morning. Happy Monday.
NTAD, good morning, David. How are you this fine day? I heard it's a little cooler where you're at than where I'm at. I'm at just a flat out -0. And, yes, the weather's fine. The sun is coming up on the east, and the moon is setting in the west. What a day! I tell you, the clear skies do make for some spectacular viewing of the sun and the moon. But it's still cold. With that, I'm going to turn it back to you, to all the Barometer Net. I'm talking double. There you go. Wish you a very safe day. stay well, stay healthy, and may God bless all. And back to you, David. Have a wonderful day, and we will definitely talk down the log somewhere. AAHCT, back to net control. Take care, Dave. It's 73s. Thanks for being the NCO.
All right there, Craig. Well, thanks for being here. And I got an some guy got an ambient weather station. I'm about a quarter southeast of the intersection of 21 and Copley Road. And his allotment is about a quarter mile. He's on the other side, on the opposite corner, on the northwest corner. So it's less than a mile between me and the weather station. So I think that's probably pretty close enough to be accurate for me. But have a great morning, be safe, and happy Monday. Let me jump up and throw a happy Monday, just because I know he loves it, to Just Nick, KD8SLG. Thanks for throwing up the sign on the blue screen there, my friend.
W8WKY.
It's Groundhog Day. NTAD, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Dave, and all the Barometer Netizens. -3 degrees down the farm here. Had the dog out at 2 a.m. I could see my shadow then. Not a cloud in the sky, so the only way this groundhog isn't going to see his shadow this morning is if he's got sunglasses or is visually impaired. I believe sunrise in Punxsutawney this morning is 7:25, so we're about 4 minutes away from the big moment. For those of you who watched Groundhog Day, did a little research. Harold Ramis, the director, said that he lived that day over and over again for 10 years. A detailed takeaway from all the skills he learned during that time says that he was there for 33 years and 350 days, living the same day over again. Wonder why he acted like that. Dave, you get all the fun holidays. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, Dave.
I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, Nick, but yeah, I think you're right. And I have to say that Groundhog Day, for me, is my least fun holiday. I would gladly give this one to somebody else. As a little kid, growing up in the snow belt up there, and people would be talking about 6 weeks of winter or 8 weeks of winter. I'm thinking, no, it's going to be 12 weeks of winter no matter what the little critter does. You guys are all lying to me, and so I've always had a beef with this holiday. It's just, it really gets under my skin. It sticks in my craw, you know. It's just one of those holidays that, I feel like the holiday just is the movie there, Nick. Sorry to go on like that. You got me on a rant. Hey, happy Monday. We'll catch you soon. Let's go top of the morning, John, and then we'll go YMY, John. AC8AT, NTAD. We'll circle back. Usually he gets in that much time. Wouldn't blame him for going back under the covers this morning. N8YMY, John. Good morning.
WATD. When I say WATD, it's ND. I got your call wrong already. N8YMY, I'm here. Yeah, we're just, it's a Monday, can't you tell? We got some roof leaks we're dealing with from over the weekend, which I think probably just about every school building in the district's probably got a couple of those. But getting this place prepared for a couple of games this week, and hopefully we don't get a bunch more snow. That's all I can say. I've had enough. That last Sunday of snow did me in plowing, that's for sure. Dave, stay warm. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll talk to you soon. N8YMY.
All right there, John. You be careful climbing around on the roofs there. Hopefully you can get more of the work done inside than outside. And wishing you a lot of luck this Monday morning. Be safe and have a good start to your week. Take care of yourself. See where we are on time. 7:24. Okay, let me just take a quick break for mobiles in and outs only who are just passing through, and then we'll get to more of our regular folks. Just mobiles in and out only passing through. If you'd like to get on the list, call now.
Kilo Charlie 8 Golf Whiskey KC8 GW Greg Wadsworth in and out.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-Ray KE8 VOX Scott Vermillion in and out.
Please copy. November 7 Victor Alpha November N7 VAN in and out.
November 8 Victor Foxtrot Kilo N8 VFK Cliff Columbia Station.
November 8 Juliet Kilo Oscar showing Willoughby.
I'm going to pick it up. Scott, I marked you VOX. I marked you in and out. Thanks for your check-in. I added KC8GW N7VAN in and out. Thanks, folks. Let's see. VFK, are you short time or you regular?
Regular. I just stepped in.
All right, I'll get back to you, my friend. NHAKO, you short time or you regular?
Short time today. Thank you very much.
All right, Joe. Go ahead with yours now. NHAKO, go ahead with your transmission, then we'll get back to the regular list.
NHAKO, back to net control.
I stepped on you, Joe. I'm sorry. Go ahead again.
On my way to an appointment. Thanks very much. Everybody have a wonderful week. Please take care and stay safe. NHAKO, back to net control.
All right, arrive safely, my friend, and happy Monday to you. All right, let's see. I added you to the list there, Cliff. I marked Scott in and out. Happy Monday, Scott. Be safe up there on the lake. Let's run through the dog pound here. K4OG. Have you clocked in yet?
Hey, good morning, Dave. Yes, sir. I clocked in for the first time in my career. Clocked in. It says, I found out I can look at it online now. Start work at 6:48 a.m. And looks like online there's a clock out feature and a clock in feature. So things might not be so bad, because I was scratching my head saying, hey, what if I got a doctor's appointment at 3 and I just leave work at 3? How do I clock out? It looks like you can do it online. So they figured all that out, I guess. It just takes some getting used to. I want to say good morning to everybody out there in Radio Land. This is K4OG, back to NT8D.
Roger. I remember when they put one of those in the school I was working at, and a lot of times I would have to be there an hour and a half before anybody else, because I do early stuff with the bands and things like that. And then I might forget to clock in because I go right into teaching. It's funny, yeah. They'll dock you if you're late by a minute to 3 times in a row. I think you said they'll start docking you, but they won't pay you for being early 10 minutes every other day of the year. So I don't know. I hate those things. Just really do. Safe and good luck on the transition there. Let's go down Southern Mark, KE8S SFS, and then we'll fill out the dog pound with North.
Oh, how is it doing, Dave? Doing okay, I am. And it looks like we're going to have a nice day, nice sunny day. And like Nick said, that groundhog better wear some sunglasses. And you're going to see his shadow. It's going to be a nice day today. And I hadn't heard if he saw his shadow, not yet. And but all that, doing okay and everything. And just here, laying on my bed and listening to you guys talking and everything. And trying to figure out what to do today. But anyhow, I'll get it back to you. And 23, Q8, Surf Hot Coast Surf.
Hey, thanks a lot there, Mark. You have yourself a safe and warm day and a good start to your week. Just want to pass along the announcement. Thank you, KD8SLG, just Nick. Not that it matters to any of us up here in the snow belt, because it doesn't change anything. Puxatawny Phil did see his shadow this morning. Don't know what to say about that one. Anyways, that's the latest news. KC8FQV, Northern Mark. What do you think about that? NTAD.
Matter, it's gonna be here no matter what. So yeah, I gotta go get a drive for this phone so I can get it opened up. It's full. Amazing, the case didn't burp. I'm surprised it didn't burp. It's so full. But we'll have to go get a drive and plug in and empty it out. But at least it didn't splatter itself. So it's containing itself. So we'll have to get that fixed today. But everything else is going good. So we'll send it back away, Dave. In case C8FQV, I gotta go find the drive. 128 gig of memory is full. But we'll find a thing. I had one drive here. It was a 2 tera drive wirelessly, but it wasn't charging or whatever. I got to figure out that one, but I'm going to just get a jump drive and then we'll figure that one out later. Just like the Ring camera, I got to figure that one out. Well, thanks to the Asus router, I probably would still have the Ring if I was trying to. It was the Ring that went offline that caused the problem, but it wasn't. It was the Asus router that was screwed up. Maybe it was the ISP. I don't know. But things are getting straightened up again, so we'll send it back to net, KCFQB.
Right there, Mark. Hope you don't lose any data and all that mess mucking around, but good luck. And yeah, technology, you gotta live with it no matter what. So take care of yourself. You have a great start to your week. Happy Monday. Let me circle back, see if I find Elmer here, KE8HNK, NTAD. Elmer. Okay, let's go to Randy with the Puppet Dogs, KD8ZSH, and then we'll find Critters with Tom.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Dave. Got 3 in my lap, but one of them is prancing around like she wants to get down. She can't make up her mind yet. I just want to say hi to everybody. Hope everybody stays safe and warm and has a great week. This is KD ZSH clear and back to net. 73s, everybody.
Well, they're telling me it's going to warm up around here. I have yet to have confidence in that. It is currently... Oh, it went back down to -6 again. Went up to -5.8. It's back down to -6 again. Yeah, we'll see how warm it gets. Anyways, happy Monday to you, Randy. Good luck to you and the dogs and your daughter. You have a great start to your week. Let's go to KA8MNT, and then we'll get our weather report from Mark. Good morning, Tom.
NT8D, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Dave, and everybody else that is on the net. Well, I'm further south than you are, so I've got 3.4 degrees out there this morning with no wind, and we haven't gotten any snow for the last 24 hours. And right now the barometer is sitting at 30.17. Today's high is 26 degrees, mostly cloudy, with a 44% chance of snow this afternoon. So, yeah, we're going to get a little bit more snow, but it is to be gradually warming up a little bit. And that's going to be short-lived, too. Let's see. The rodent over in Pennsylvania, yeah, he saw his shadow. But my squirrel, Stevie, didn't see his shadow this morning. So now we're in conflict. So that's what's happening around here. Let's see. That's about all I got to ramble on about, so I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT back. Do you think when a fish gets thrown back by a fisherman, they swim around yelling about alien abductions, and the other fish stop talking to him? Just a question. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike, November Tango, turning everything back over to the Monday morning NCO NT8D.
Tom, I don't know. That's a question to ponder. Ponder. Anyways, I guess it's going to come down to whether Stevie or Phil has the better attorney. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyways, happy Monday to you and Linda. Thanks for getting us started on a Monday morning. And you guys have a safe and warm week together. Let's go down and get our extended weather report from WB6BJN. Good morning, Mark. Happy Monday.
Hey, good morning, Dave. WB6BJN. Good morning to everybody on the Barometer Net this morning. Let's go ahead and start with conditions here currently. 30.24.9 on the barometer, and it is steady. 27 degrees and 18 on the dew point. Now, believe it or not, 27 degrees is 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday at this time. So it's warming up down here in Tennessee. That's not warm, but it's warmer, and we actually were 31.8 yesterday.
which was higher than our 19 degrees on Saturday. So there is some encouragement in the weather pattern here. Humidity, 70%. One gusting to 4 from the south. No rain, no snow in the last 24 hours. And 18.5 on the dew point. So it's still fairly dry and cold, but it's going to warm above freezing today here. It's going to be up to 44, 45 degrees. Let me take a break. I have some good news for everybody. You're going to have to wait it out another week to get the real warm effect of the temperatures, but things are going to warm up. And my good friend Ryan Hall from Ryan Hall, y'all, he's a meteorologist guy. He's my good friend that I listen to. I don't know him personally, but he indicated here a few days ago that in mid-February that there could be a flip in the overall weather pattern. Now, we have high pressure currently in the west, low pressure in the east. So what could happen, and a lot of the models are starting to show this now, is that by the 9th or 10th of February, high pressure then moves to the east. It covers the eastern seaboard, and guess what? Low pressure then will move into the western United States. They will get the colder temperatures. We will be on the warmer side of any precip that comes in, and so will much of the east, much of the Midwest as well. So there could be the February thaw. Let me take a break. Much of the Midwest and east, if that comes to fruition, temperatures will be above normal for part of the month, maybe the middle and end of February. Now, does that mean winter's over? Absolutely not, because that pattern could change again, certainly before spring, and we could get what they call a false spring. There could even be some severe weather in the mid-south, and we certainly hope that doesn't happen. But with these patterns, that when you have that flip in the overall weather pattern, that could bring some severe weather possibilities back into parts of the mid-south and parts of the southern part of the Midwest. So today there could be some snow in Ohio, parts of Ohio. Let me take from a weak clipper system. And then there's another one due in on Thursday and Friday. That would bring some more bitterly cold air into parts of the Midwest. Parts of the Carolinas had a lot of snow, and they're going to be a long time recovering from that this week. It's going to be very cold in the deep south. And even Florida is going to be cold, but they're going to start to warm up gradually. And parts of the Carolinas are going to stay cold because they've got snow on the ground, 6, 8, some places 9, 10 inches of snow that normally only get a little bit, if any. So they're very hazardous driving conditions in the far south. The best place to be is on the west coast. High pressure down in Southern California is going to go back into the 80s this week, but that could change by the 9th or 10th of February. Back to you. That's enough out of me today. I will see everybody hopefully on Wednesday. I will not be here tomorrow, but I should be back on Wednesday with more weather, and we'll hopefully have some more good news. Back to you, sir. WB6DJ.
Well, good luck with your procedure tomorrow. I hope everything goes well, and we'll listen for you on Wednesday. We're almost at the bottom of the list. I got LJ, CWS, and VFK. So we're going to start with Chuck, and then we'll get to Corbin. Good morning, Chuck. KB8LJ and TAD.
NTAD from KB8LJ. So good morning, everybody out there on the official net. And I'm going to have to get rolling here momentarily and start facing the day. Just been thinking, one thing our friend Tom, MNT, has kind of left out of his critter reports is he's never said anything about the muds. Well, we have a big problem with muds up here, and for those that you don't know, MUD is the acronym for marauding urban deer. And these are deer that long ago used to live in the woods, and they've all moved into town because the pickings are a lot better here for eating. And I was watching a group of muds in my backyard, the day before yesterday. And one thing that's strange about them, about all you ever see are does. You almost never see a buck. So all these does back there, and at least seasonally they should all be pregnant, and they were all digging through the snow to find something to eat, and somehow or other they managed to do it while eating all of your plantings and things that you don't want them to eat. And of course, along with the huge rise in the mud population, you got a big rise in the coyote population. So the coyotes haven't been doing their job very well. The muds have been consistently tremendously numerous. In fact, I remember as a kid, you would never, ever see any kind of a deer. It just didn't happen. And now they practically come up and butt you off the sidewalk. So this is KB8LJ, back to net.
Life goes where it needs to try to survive, I suppose. My security camera catches them about every other night or so, crossing through my front lawn. Got a fence around my backyard, so they tend to leave the backyard alone. They kind of get stuck in there, and so they usually stay around, go around the house in the other direction. So, anyways, hope they're not eating your plants too badly. Hope you didn't plant your garden yet. You have a good day there, Chuck. We're going to go to Corbin, K8CWS, and then we'll go grab Cliff and take some more check-ins. Good morning, Corbin, NTAD.
NTAD, this is K8CWS. Thanks for picking me up. Corbin down in Columbus. Let's see, we got 3 degrees, calm winds, dew point -3 degrees, humidity 76%. Somehow doesn't feel too bad out there. I think, like other folks have said, when you get accustomed to these super low temperatures, suddenly these numbers above zero seem not so bad. On another note, it seems that Punxsutawney Phil did indeed see his shadow. So if he's to be believed, 6 more weeks of winter. But I think I am on the side of our weatherman down in Tennessee. Hopefully we get that fall spring. I'm ready for a little bit of warm-up, even if it means we get a little bit of winter afterward. Excuse me. But that's about all I have to say. I want to say 73 to everybody. Hope everybody has a great week, great Monday. And I'll send it back to Net Control. This is K8CWS.
All right there, Corbin. Well, thanks for joining us on a Monday morning and from Columbus down there. Do appreciate it. And my guess is I think it's fairly common around here. We're going to get a nice little warm up here, maybe in the middle of February. That's happened before. I like that. And then it's going to snow all the way through into April. I'm going to say we'll have the last snowfall is going to be close to April 20th. How about that? Anyways, have a great one. Happy Monday, and we're going to get Cliff and take more check-ins after that. N8VFK, this is NTAD. Happy Monday to you.
NTAD and Net, this is N8VFK. Good morning, Dave, and all the listeners out there. Well, here in Columbia Station, it's 1 degree. Got -3 on dew point, 85% humidity, 30.19 in the barometer. I got no wind to speak of. Looking at the radar, there's a weak line of crud just now coming in the Toledo area, so we'll probably see something a few hours from now floating in the air. Dave, I don't understand this whole groundhog celebration stuff. It fascinates me. As a child, I never heard about it. I don't know when it actually started. But growing up on a small family farm with old stone foundation farm structures, my dad had a different take on viewing groundhogs, and it usually meant a crosshair. Today we celebrate it and drink beer waiting for him to poke his head out. I don't get it. With that, I'll pass it back over to you, Dave. Thanks for picking me up. NTAD and 8VFK. 73s, everyone.
I can identify that there, Cliff. Like I said, it's just probably my least favorite holiday. I think maybe it was the most disappointing. There was no real festivities, no cards, no gifts, nothing like that, and then I just felt like I was lied to every single year because we would always have 12 more weeks of winter. The 6 more weeks thing just baffled me. We never had springtime come like in March. I mean, it always snowed all the way up into April. So, anyways, thanks for joining us on a Monday morning. You have a safe start to your week, Cliff, and we'll talk to you next week. This is NTAD, David Copley with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Let's take another round of check-ins. If you are more time, let me know, and we will adjust appropriately.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London.
November 8th, Mike Kilo Romeo Mobile, John Ellett.
KC1VQS, Paul in Maine.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar Richard, KC8 NOV Marty Mobile, Streetsboro, in and out.
NTAD, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Quebec X-Ray, KE8CQX, Joe in Akron.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8CZA, Eric in Strongsville, in and out today, Dave, 7-3 all.
KF8, AHI, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Hotel India, Mike Barberton, I'm in and out, 73.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf, KF8, EOG, Pete and Leroy Township, Mobile.
All right, I'm going to pick it up. I missed one who got knocked out. So I have N8WS, I got N8MKO Mobile, I got KC1VQS, I got KC8NOV, in and out, thank you. I got KE8VQX Joe. Joe, you knocked somebody out. We'll get him here in a minute. We got KE8VZA, in and out, thank you. K8PJW. We got KF88HI, in and out, and KF8EOG Mobile. Which one did I miss who got knocked out by Joe?
Please copy Kilo, Echo, 8, Uniform, India, KEA, UIB, John, Mobile.
Gotcha, John. You have the weakest input, so you go first.
NT8D from KEA, UIB, along with KF8 DTP. Good morning, Dave, everybody out there on the net.
Good morning, everybody on the net.
All right, we are in that nice little hole here in Greentown, across the top of the railroad track, Summit County line. It's Monday, you guys. That's all I can say. It is definitely Monday, and after the start of the day, I say it's officially groundhog season. No doubt about it, you guys. 6 more weeks of winter, groundhog season for sure. With that, this is KUIB along with KF8 DTP. We are living the $5 dream. Nickel at a time, 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Dave.
All right, John, you and Lori have a safe Groundhog Day. Glad we got you in here on the net. Happy Monday to you, and looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care. Okay, let's get through the mobiles here. Start with N8MKO. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Hey, Dave, I think you meant John, N8MKR, Mike Kilo Romeo. I just came in on the second position there. Top of the morning to everyone. Just on my way into work, tuning in on the net like I like to do. Take care all. N8MKR, Mobile, 7-3.
Gotcha, yeah. Just cross between my ears and my fingers. You be safe out on the road, John. Take care. And thanks for being here on a Monday morning. Let me make sure I get the other ones. I got Mark Mobile here. KF8EOG, Pete, good morning. Happy Monday to you.
NT8D, KF8EOG, morning everybody on the net. And Dave, you're doing a wonderful job as usual. We've got a nice balmy 0 degrees here. I'm heading to Sheridan, Ohio for medical treatment. And it's sunny and clear, and there's still frost on the pumpkin from October, it looks like. So I know you got a long list to go through, so I'm going to turn it back over to you at Net Control and wish everybody 73s today. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on a Monday morning and a Groundhog Day. Stay warm. Hopefully the treatment goes smoothly and you get home safely soon. And we'll listen for you throughout the week with the other guys. Take care of yourself. All right, I think I caught the mobiles in this group. The other ones were in and out, so let me get to the top of this list and work through it here. N8WS, good morning, Bill, and then we'll go over to Paul in Maine.
NT8D in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, all in net. Well, I got 7 degrees this morning. Not too bad compared to some of the other ones. Humidity 73%, winds later, south at 9, currently calm. Barometer 3014, 2.0 degrees, visibility 10 miles. And prediction for today is snow likely, mainly afternoon, increasing clouds with a high near 26. Wind chill values as low as -8, south wind 6 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Total daytime snow accumulation less than ½ an inch possible. Okay. My air quality index this morning is at 61. My tropo was at a 0. Yeah, my sunrise, as soon as I get rid of the commercial, 7:37. My sunset 5:49. Length of day 10 hours 11 minutes. Getting longer every day. Solar flux indices at 162. Sunspot number 88. A is 4, K is 1. Geomagnetic field is very quiet. No E-skip predicted. SpaceWeather.com. Giant sunspot alert. A few days ago, sunspot 4366 didn't exist. Now it's a behemoth. Almost half the size of the Carrington sunspot. rapid growth is making the sunspot unstable. Indeed, it has already unleashed dozens of solar flares in the past 24 hours, including a tremendous X8 class flare described below. More explosions are almost certain on February 2nd. And X8 solar class flare. There's a picture of that going on there and a good article to go with it. Take a good look at that if you can. Also, currently there's 8 sunspot groups on the sun, in Behemoth 4366. Look for more flares later today. Back to you, Dave. NT8D in a group. 7-3, everyone. NHWS.
All right there, Bill. As always, thanks for your report. Sounds like the sun is getting a little active there. And, yeah, I'd love to have you come to a meeting sometime and do a whole just thing on space weather and how it affects propagation and things like that. I think you would probably do a bang-up job if you ever feel like doing that someday. So you have yourself a happy Monday, a safe week, and we'll listen for you throughout with the other NCOs. We're going to go over to Paul, KC1VQS, and then we'll get Joe VQX next.
W8WKY.
Good morning, Dave, and everyone on the net. We're starting our day out at 11 degrees, which is the warmest morning we've had in a long time, probably a month or more, no, at least a month. So it, and 11 degrees isn't warm, but it's all relative. When I took the dog out, it's noticeably warmer, and that's like 19 to 20 degrees warmer than we've had. So yeah, it's been a cold winter here. The groundhog saw a shadow, and I know what you mean about the 6 more weeks of winter. If that's what we had, it would be great. But winter doesn't end here in the middle of March. We go right through into April, and sometimes even to the middle of April, especially when we're having a cold winter like this one. My parents were snowbirds for 20 years after they retired, and they spent that time in Lakeland, Florida. And so our school vacation, spring break, is always the third week of April. And so quite often we would take the kids and fly down and stay and visit with them. And that week was always a turning point. We would leave the beginning of that week in very much in winter conditions and return to just a week later warmer spring conditions, more like spring conditions. And so we always joke, winter lasts in Maine until the third week of April. So that's kind of all how it is turning out here. So, yeah, this is a busy week for us. This is the final preparations for our daughter's wedding, which will be on Saturday. And we're going to have a warmer week here, closer to 30, but the weekend is going to be really cold, unfortunately. So I guess that's what we deal with. So anyway, that's what's going on here in Maine. I'll turn it back to you, Dave. Have a great day. KC1VQS, back to net.
All right there, Paul. Well, congratulations to your daughter on her wedding. It sounds like it's going to be a wonderful time for you guys, and celebrate well. Yeah, it snows here in April. We're into springtime, but it will snow on us quite often in April. Third week of March, last week of March is when I think we really start getting into the springtime around here. So we get in a few weeks before you do. And I would take 11 degrees this morning there, Paul. Surely. That's about 17 degrees warmer than it is here. Yeah, I would take that. Be safe. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you next week. In the meantime, we'll go to Joe, KE8VQX, and stand by Phil.
NT8D, this is KE8VQX. Good morning, Dave, and everybody on the net. Dave, I'm not man enough to knock anybody out, at least not physically, but I'm glad to know I can do it on the radio. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to jump on UIB there. Waited for the beep and all that. Well, you know how it goes. Sometimes it happens. Didn't mean to. Anyway, on vacation till Friday, so got a decent amount. Got some Nordic skiing in the other day, and some, day before yesterday, and some alpine skiing in last night. Been doing a lot of skiing lately, so that's been pretty fun. Got to catch up with stuff today, though. So anyway, thanks for getting me in, Dave. This is KE8VQX back to NT8D in net control.
All right there, Joe. Nice to get you in here, and don't worry about it. It was very eloquently done. It is what I would call a perfect double. You guys keyed up and unkeyed at pretty much the exact same moment. I heard the intermod underneath your clear audio, and I could not hear UIB at all. Couldn't hear John at all there. So you clearly came out on top. But it was a nearly perfect double, so well done. You have yourself a safe and happy Monday. Nice to get you in here, Joe, and we'll talk to you next week. K8PJW, you are going to round out the bottom of this list. We'll make a call for check-ins in just a moment. Good morning. I hope you had a good weekend. Staying warm. Over to you.
NT8D, K8PJW, good morning, Dave, and good morning to the Barometer netizens out there on this magnificent happy Monday. Let's see, we're starting the day off here at 6 degrees, headed up to 24 today, 26 tomorrow. We got sunshine right now, but I think the clouds are going to move in here, but so we'll see what happens there. Barometer's at 30.25, and the conspiracy gods did it again. They bumped up the price back to $2.99, so there we go. We have to start all over again. So anyway, the shoulder's doing well, so we're actually making preparations for a trip down to visit my brother-in-law down in Florida to get away from this cold, and hopefully you guys can hold up your end and warm it up so when we get back it won't be so bad. Hi. Anyway, I think I'm going to take a break for time here. Okay, so in 1887, the first Groundhog Day was observed at Gobbler's Knob, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. 1982, Intel introduces the 8286 processor. 1892, the bottle cap for beverages is patented by U.S. inventor William Painter, and it's still used today. And in 1925, 20 mushers embark on a journey to transport medicine to Nome, Alaska, inspiring the Iditarod race. The Iditarod is the world's longest and most challenging dog sled race. This year, it's set to take off on March 7th in Anchorage for the celebratory start, and then March 8th for the actual start in Willow, Alaska. That's where our friend K7 Frozen Radio lives. I don't know if he's still on the air or not, but hopefully I'll be thinking about him. With that, I'll give the hand back to you, Dave. This is KAPTW. Back to the net.
All right, Phil, as always, thank you very much for bringing your contributions to the Barometer Net. Always nice to chat with you for a minute. It's a beautiful day looking outside, nice and sunny. You know, I'd love it if we had clear, sunny days and then cloud up overnight, trap a little bit of that heat in here, and then have that come up in a few days in a row. Maybe we can raise the average temperature just a little bit. But it's been wicked cold, and interested in seeing what my heating bill is going to look like come next month. So anyways, have a good one, Phil. Again, always a pleasure to have you aboard the Barometer Net. This is NT8D Dave and Copley with Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the WAWKY repeater. It is now 8:08 a.m. Let's take another round of check-in, see if we can get in here, see where we're at.
Kilo Charlie 8, Sierra Bravo Zulu, Chris and Ravenna, in and out.
It's Victor, Anthony, Atco, New Jersey.
Kilo Bravo 8, Oscar, Tango Kilo, Mike, New Middletown, in and out, please.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. W8 HRF, Josh Mobile. Good morning, all.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, KF8 ELA, Zach in Dalton. I'll be in and out today. 73 is all.
All right, I want to thank our in and outs, KC8SBZ, KB8OTK, and KF8ELA. Anthony, all I got from your call was Victor. Let me get your call. Go ahead with your transmission, and then I'll get to HRF and JJF. Anthony, all I got was Victor. I think you were in Jersey. Please come back with your call, and go ahead with your transmission.
W8WKY.
Okay, good morning. This is Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor in Atco. Alpha Charlie Tango Oscar, Atco, New Jersey. Good morning. We're at 16 degrees here, and we are looking for a high of 31 and a low of 15 degrees. So, let me just say good morning to everyone on the net. Everybody stay safe and warm. And David, thank you for allowing me to check in. I'll say 7-3, W2, HAV, 7-3 clear and back to net. If you'll just give me a second, I need to switch nodes.
All right, Anthony, thank you for your check-in. You have a happy Monday and a safe start to your week. Get you a second here, Josh. Lane, KDA-JJF. I didn't catch your status, so I didn't know if you were in and out, but go ahead with your transmission if you got one.
Roger, we're mobile in the falls. We got 2 degrees, and we're in and out.
All right, you guys stay warm, stay safe. We're looking forward to catching you soon in person. And have a safe start to your week. W8HRF Mobile, good morning, Josh. Over to you.
NTAD, W8HRF, good morning, Dave. Nice to hear you. What's going on? Well, my thermometer in the car started at 0, and then I must have gotten the sun, or maybe the heat from the engine warmed up to 5, and now we're back down to -1, so cold. Pretty happy because I got out in the garage to clean it up a little bit more this past weekend. I got a couple hours out there, so that was nice. And what else? Last I checked from our winter field day scores, we are still at the top of our class. There's still a month to go in submissions, but we are no longer top of winter field day. We originally last week we had the top score of all winter field day across all classes, but somebody had surpassed us. So. But we're still at the top of the class, which is pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see where we're at come the club meeting. So, anyways, just heading into work, and that's about it. So appreciate you picking me up, Dave. Hope you had a good weekend and stayed warm. NTAD W8HRF.
Right there, Josh. Well, congratulations on such a successful event. And I knew you guys would do a bang-up job. Part of the reason because you were organizing it. You've hit it out of the park a couple of times now. And I just think, for a couple of weeks there, or at least a string of days, there was a group of people out there just waiting to try to catch you guys. Like you guys were the ones to beat for a bunch of people. So that's a feel good, man. Great job. Be safe getting to work, and we'll talk to you again next week. We'll listen for you throughout the week. This is NTAD Dave in Copley with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Hey, we had a few last time. This makes this the last call. See if anybody else wants to get in on the Groundhog Day log. Please call now.
DRF mobile.
PRF Mobile, you kind of clipped off your prefix there. Thanks for checking in. Go ahead with your transmission, but make sure I get your call.
F8 DRF Mobile. Name's Tom. Haven't been on this net for a while. Just happened to turn it on and hear that you guys were on, so decided to say hi and 73 and all that stuff. Hope everyone's staying warm.
All right, I got you. I don't have your call down correctly, though. I have written down here Kilo Foxtrot 8, Zulu Romeo Foxtrot, but that's not correct. Can you give me your call one more time phonetically, please?
King, Frank, 8, Charles, Robert, Frank.
All right, we got the Charlie there. That was a mistake. Thanks very much. You have a safe ride and a good start to your week. Happy Monday and happy Groundhog Day to you, if there is such a thing. All right, I think that rounds out the Monday morning for Groundhog Day. I'm going to give slot number 51 to our closer, W8CTM. Good morning, Carrie. Happy Groundhog Day.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this marvelous Monday, Groundhog Day. There's not a groundhog out of their burrows or whatever they sleep in. They're all hibernating around this area. I'm sure of that. But they did go Puxatani out, and he saw his shadow, and so we got, or I guess he saw his shadow because they said we have 6 more weeks of winter, but we always have 6 more weeks of winter at the 1st of February, the 1st or 2nd of February here. There's no doubt about it. Oh, well, that's the way it works. And my temperature and my wind speed are both the same. They're at 0 this morning, so at least we're not having 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds blowing at 0 degrees like we have been most of this last month. Boy, January was really cold this year. I guess we got spoiled with the fairly mild winters we've been having, but this year sort of reminds me of the years ago when the winters that all of us grew up in. Anyway, hope everybody has a marvelous Monday out there, and the rest of the week goes well for everybody, and everybody's heat stays on, and the power stays on, and we'll survive this winter without a doubt. So with that, though, I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. Put a smile on somebody's face in these cold days. So with that, I'll say 73. This is W8CTM, Carrie at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a great day, and we'll turn it back to NTAD to wrap it up. And 51 check-ins, a good net, Dave. I think we had 50 or above every day last week, I believe. Or one day I think we had 48, but the rest of the week we were in the 50s, and a couple days we hit the double nickel. So that was, last week was a great week net-wise, or Barometer Net-wise anyhow. And to get 50 people checking in, that's an honor almost, I would say. With that, 73 all, and back to you there, Dave, to wrap it up.
All right there, Kerry. Yeah, it is such a thrill to see such a thriving net. It seems like it's such a tradition in this area, and it really is warms my heart to have this much activity going on ham radio around here. So 50, that's a for as long as we're on the air. I mean, if you think of it, how much time 50 check-ins in less than 90 minutes. That's an average of almost 2 minutes a person. I mean, it doesn't work out that way for everybody, but on an average, we're squeezing them in, packing them like sardines there, Kerry. Thanks for being our closer. So wonderful to look forward to catching you at the end of the net. All right, let me go ahead and wrap this up and say my thank yous, and we'll release the repeater here.
W8WKY.
As always, I want to thank all of our check-ins and all of our listeners. You folks are the net. I want to thank the founders of the net, Garlock, K8BYR, Darcy, WBHATW, and Tom, K8DSD, as well as always want to thank Ron, KD8CVS, the guy who brought me back into ham radio through this net. I want to thank the technicians who keep us on the air. I want to thank Marty for giving us a place to put an antenna, the club for just being here. This is a wonderful ham radio community. Please step up, join us. It's a fun group, W8WKY.org. All the information of the hoopla and activities going on. So we have a terrific group of people who are managing the club these days. It's very successful and active. So, from the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz in beautiful Doylestown, Ohio, we will now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody, and happy Groundhog Day.